Your favourite modern action hero didn't actually win. They just survived long enough for the film to end. Think about it. Did they make a decision that changed the story? Or were they just dragged from one explosion to the next? Because more and more modern blockbusters aren't driven by heroes anymore. They're driven by events. And the protagonist, they're just there. And if the hero isn't causing the story, why should we care if they win? Welcome back to watching nonsense unfold. This channel exists to dismantle bad writing wherever it hides. And today, we're not just picking apart one film. We're looking at a pattern, a big one, because right now, Hollywood has a passivity problem. Modern protagonists aren't driving stories anymore. They're reacting to them. And that shift, it's quietly killing tension, stakes, and meaning. So, before we get into it, if you enjoy breaking this stuff down, hit like, subscribe. And here's the question I want you thinking about. What's the last film you watched where the hero actually earned the win? Not survived it, not stumbled into it, earned it. Let me know. I read all of them. The mechanics of passivity. So let's start with the core problem. Modern scripts are built around what I call the reactive loop. Something happens, the hero responds. Something else happens, the hero responds again. And on it goes. There's no chain of cause and effect. No, because they did this, that happened. It's just, this happens, then this happens. That's not storytelling. That's a sequence of events. And this is where the MacGuffin trap kicks in. The hero isn't chasing a goal they chose. They're chasing the object, the prophecy, the thing someone told them matters. They didn't decide the path, they're just following it. And once that happens, the protagonist stops being a driver of the story and becomes a tour guide through the plot. Here's the desert battle, here's the CGI city, here's the final confrontation. They're showing you the film, they're not shaping it. The death of intentional choice. Here's where it really falls apart. Great protagonists make decisions that carry risk. Bad ones avoid decisions entirely, or worse, the script protects them from consequences. Think about older action films. The hero makes a call, it's the wrong call, things get worse. Now they have to deal with it. That's tension, that's storytelling. Now, characters don't gamble, they don't risk, they don't choose the hard path. They just survive situations written around them. And when that happens, victory feels hollow. Because it wasn't earned, it was delivered. Case study, modern blockbusters. Let's talk about an obvious example, Rebel Moon. This is passive protagonist writing in its purest form. The main character isn't driving the story, she's assembling a team, but even that feels like ticking boxes. There's no friction, no resistance, no real decisions shaping outcomes. Characters show up, join the mission, move on. It feels less like a story and more like setting up future content. And you see this everywhere now. Franchise films, streaming action, big budget releases. Even something like Captain America: Brave New World. The structure is often the same. Event happens, hero reacts, bigger event happens, hero reacts again. Repeat. No agency, no authorship, no control. And audiences feel it. Even if they don't articulate it like this, they feel the emptiness, the illusion of a hero. Here's the weird part. Modern films still look like they have heroes. They are in the frame, they deliver speeches, they punch things. But internally, there's nothing driving them. No engine, no intent. Compare that to someone like Indiana Jones. He makes choices constantly. Bad ones, risky ones, desperate ones. And the story bends because of them. That's the difference. Old school protagonists make things happen. Modern protagonists have things happen to them. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Why this keeps happening. So why are scripts like this now? A few reasons. Franchise safety. Studios don't want heroes making risky decisions because risky decisions mean failure, consequences, division. And that's dangerous for a brand. Spectacle first writing. Scenes are designed first. Story is built around them. So the character just moves between set pieces. Overwritten plots. Too many moving parts. Too many characters. So the protagonist loses control of the narrative. And when all of that combines, you don't get a hero, you get a placeholder. Restoring the heroic engine. Fixing this isn't complicated, it's just difficult. Every major moment in a story should come from a decision the protagonist makes. Not coincidence, not rescue, not luck. If the hero disappears, the story should collapse. That's the test, that's the standard. Because meaningful agency is the difference between a sequence of events and a story people remember. So yeah, maybe the problem isn't that modern films are bigger or louder or more expensive. Maybe the problem is simple. They forgot how to write heroes. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, are passive protagonists ruining modern films for you? Or am I being too harsh here? And give me examples, good or bad. I want to see what you're watching.